Welcome to this deep dive. It's all about Ryan Holiday's Ego is the Enemy.
Oh, yeah. I know that one.
And this book, it's gotten praise from all sorts of people.
Really?
Yeah, you've got Stephen Pressfield,
Mm-hmm.
Austin Kleon,
Oh, wow.
even a Hall of Fame coach, and a former U.S. women's national soccer team player.
Huh. So it's got to be good then.
Yeah, clearly it speaks to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So our mission today
Okay.
is to distill its wisdom on how ego can, trip us up
Yeah.
and what to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll find a link to the full book in the description or a pinned comment in case you want to explore it further.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm already hooked on this one.
I bet.
It's fascinating how Holiday, redefines ego.
Yeah. How so?
Well, it's not just arrogance,
Right.
right? But it's this kind of insidious belief in our importance that really distorts reality.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and he nails it with that Bill Walsh quote.
Oh, which one?
Self-confidence becomes arrogance, assertiveness becomes obstinacy, and self-assurance becomes reckless abandon.
Wow. That's powerful.
Right, and it really makes you think, our culture kind of fuels this, doesn't it?
Totally. Social media, personal brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're pressured to, showcase ourselves,
Right. And not always for the right reasons.
Yeah, and often prematurely.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you think, are we doing this too?
Ooh. Yeah, good point.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Too close to home.
Uh-huh.
But, seeing the trap is step one.
Right.
And Holiday's story about Upton Sinclair, I think, really drives this home.
Oh, yeah. What's that one?
So he wrote a book as governor of California
Okay.
before even winning the election.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called Governor of California and How I Ended Poverty.
Seriously?
Yeah. And it was written in the past tense.
Oh, no.
So people observed, after he wrote the book, he seemed to lose interest in the actual campaign
Oh, wow.
because the fantasy was enough.
Wow. So he got the ego boost of being an author,
Yeah.
but at the cost of, actually doing it.
Right. Exactly. So
Yeah.
he was all about the being, but not the doing.
Oof.
And we do this too, right?
Oh, totally.
We
yeah.
talk about our goals
Mm-hmm.
instead of actually achieving them.
Yeah. We want the credit up front.
Yeah, ego wants the credit up front.
Like we've already done it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Holiday contrasts this with John Boyd.
Who's that?
Oh, he was this brilliant strategist
Okay.
who actually, shunned fame.
Really?
Yeah, and focused on just doing the work.
Huh. Interesting.
And his question is so powerful.
What is it?
To be or to do?
Whoa.
Yeah, let that simmer with our listener for a second.
Mm-hmm.
To be or to do?
Yeah. Are we chasing image or impact?
I love that. So now what about when we're just starting out, right?
Yeah.
Full of ambition.
Yeah.
That's where the aspiring ego comes in,
Oh, okay.
right? The excitement is real.
For sure.
But so is the danger of ego-driven talk over action.
Right. You can get ahead of yourself.
Yeah. And Holiday contrasts Kirk Hammett,
Oh, okay.
the guitarist from Metallica,
Oh, yeah.
who joined Metallica, but still sought out a really tough guitar teacher,
Wow.
versus Emily Gould.
Don't know her.
Yeah, she's a writer who got a book deal
Okay.
and then basically procrastinated online.
Ouch.
Right. And it highlights this whole idea of the student mindset.
Always be learning.
Always be learning, even when,
Yeah.
especially when you think you've made it.
Right. You're never really
Yeah, like Frank Shamrock said,
Oh, see?
oh, he's a mixed martial artist.
Like, okay.
Really successful.
Got it.
And he said, false ideas about yourself destroy you.
Oh.
I always stay a student.
Humble.
Right. And then Holiday throws this curveball.
Okay, what is it?
Don't be passionate.
Whoa.
Yeah, I bet that got our listeners' attention.
For sure.
Now, he's not saying to not care, right?
Right. Okay.
But it's about passion
Mm-hmm.
without process,
Okay.
leading to wasted effort.
I see.
Like the Segway,
oh, yeah.
the
yeah,
Iraq War,
Hmm.
all driven by passion,
Yeah.
but lacking planning and realism. And he contrasts this with Bill Walsh's, calm focus
Okay.
on his standard of performance,
I like that.
not some grand vision.
So it's about channeling passion
Right,
into a system.
exactly. And for the aspiring person,
Yeah.
Holiday offers this thing called the Canvas strategy.
Canvas strategy.
You'll find a link to the full book in the description, or pinned comment, by the way, in case you want to explore it further.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, and the Canvas strategy, it's about working for someone else's success first.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I could already hear the listener thinking.
No thanks.
Yeah, no one likes to feel like a cog, right?
Right.
But consider Ben Franklin.
Okay.
He was an apprentice printer,
Mm-hmm.
but secretly writing on the side.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah, or Belichick taking these unglamorous jobs.
Really?
Yeah, just to learn from the best.
Wow. So it's like playing the long game.
Exactly. Soaking up the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
before you step into the spotlight.
Makes sense.
And Holiday reframes subservience
Okay.
as control because you're shaping things from within.
Interesting.
Right. Now, the book kind of shifts gears here
Okay.
and talks to those who've achieved success.
All right.
And new dangers arise,
Like what?
like comparison, entitlement,
Okay.
losing sight of what mattered initially.
Yeah. It's easy to get lost in that stuff.
Totally. And Holiday uses Howard Hughes as an example.
Oh, yeah, that aviator guy.
Yeah, he had massive success,
Right.
but not the virtue to handle it well.
Ooh.
So he ended up miserable,
Yeah.
despite all the wealth and fame.
Wow. So success isn't the end point.
No, it demands even more work on ourselves.
Huh. That's interesting.
And this leads to staying a student, even when you're the expert,
That's a good one.
right? Because we assume success equals knowing it all.
Yeah, I guess so.
But that's dangerous.
Right.
And who would have thought Genghis Khan is an example here?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he was brutal,
Obviously.
but also a relentless learner.
Really?
Yeah, he adopted tactics from those he conquered. Even the decimal system for organizing his troops.
Wow. So true strength is in adapting.
Exactly, adapting and evolving.
Right.
And Holiday challenges us to do the same.
Right.
Like, pick up a book on something you know nothing about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, be the least knowledgeable person in the room.
That's tough.
I know. But embrace that beginner's mind.
Okay, I'll try.
And that ties into don't tell yourself a story.
What's that about?
It's about how we rewrite our past.
In what way?
We ignore all the luck and help we received.
Oh, yeah.
And we let our ego take all the credit.
Like the self-made myth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at Bill Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
He could have claimed his rapid Super Bowl win was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
But he acknowledged reality,
Like what?
that there was no timetable,
Yeah.
just a standard of performance.
It's interesting.
So honesty with ourselves
Yeah.
prevents ego from hijacking the narrative.
I see.
And this is where it gets personal for the listener.
Okay.
What's important to you?
That's a big one.
Right? Because success can make us forget our purpose.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Holiday brings in this concept from Seneca
Okay.
called euthymia.
Euthymia. I think that sounds.
It's about knowing your own path
Okay.
and not getting swayed by other people's achievements.
Right. Stay in your lane.
Yeah. And so the question for the listener is,
Mm-hmm.
has success pulled you away from your true values?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah, that is a tough one.
It's a big one.
It is.
And it leads us to another unavoidable aspect of, any ambitious life.
Oh, gosh, what's that?
Failure.
Ugh. Yeah. That word.
I know, but Holiday reminds us it's not something to fear
Right.
or be ashamed of.
Yeah, especially when you're aiming high.
Exactly. It's almost inevitable.
True.
And he sees it as an opportunity.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Failure forces us to confront those hard truths about ourselves.
Ooh, that's uncomfortable.
It is, but it's crucial for growth.
Okay, so it's like getting back up
Yeah,
and using that experience to become stronger, wiser.
exactly. And it makes me think of Katharine Graham.
Oh, yeah. Who was she again?
She inherited the Washington Post after her husband died.
Oh, wow.
And
So she was kind of thrown into that leadership role.
totally, a role
Okay.
she never expected.
Right.
And she faced setbacks that could broken anyone,
Oh, I bet.
but she persevered,
Hmm.
learned from her mistakes,
Good for her.
and became one of the most successful CEOs of her time.
What a testament to resilience.
Isn't it? It's not about avoiding failure,
Yeah.
but how we respond to it.
I like that.
And Holiday has this great concept,
Okay, what is it?
a lifetime or dead time.
A lifetime or dead time?
So every moment of failure,
Okay.
every situation we didn't choose,
Yeah.
it presents a choice.
Okay, what's the choice?
Wallow and be defeated.
Right.
Or use that time to learn and rebuild.
So make it a lifetime.
Yes. Make it a live time,
I like that.
turning setbacks into opportunities.
So are there any good examples of this?
Oh, there are tons.
Okay, well, who?
Well, Malcolm X is a really powerful one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He transformed his prison sentence
Right.
into this period of intense learning.
Wow.
He devoured books,
Good for him.
called prison his alma mater,
Really?
and emerged ready to make a positive impact.
Wow. So even in the darkest times,
Yeah,
we can choose growth.
exactly. Now, this next one is a bit more metaphorical.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Love the canvas, not the painting.
Love the canvas, not the paint.
So it's about focusing on the work itself,
Okay.
not just the external validation.
Right. Doing it for the love of it.
Yeah, not for the applause.
It makes me think of John Kennedy Toole.
Oh, yeah, the author.
Yeah, of a confederacy of dunces.
Right. He was just crushed by rejections.
I remember that.
And he took his own life before the book became a success.
Oh, that's so tragic.
It is. He couldn't see the value in the work itself,
Right.
regardless of recognition.
And that's tough.
It is. Even for those of us who've tasted success.
Yeah, you still want that validation.
It's a constant pull.
It is.
But true fulfillment, I think,
Yeah.
is in the creating, the pouring of our heart and soul into the work.
Right, whatever the outcome.
Yeah, detaching from that need for validation.
Yeah. So then what happens?
Well, that leads to another crucial point,
Okay.
especially for those navigating success.
Right.
Maintain your sobriety.
Okay, now you're not talking literally here, right?
Well, it applies there too.
Uh-huh. Okay, good.
But it's about staying grounded,
Mm-hmm.
not letting success inflate the ego.
Yeah. So, like, what are some signs that we're getting ego drunk?
Oh, well, an inflated sense of self-importance.
Okay.
Needing to be the center of attention.
Right.
Difficulty with criticism.
Yeah.
And inability to delegate.
All signs the ego's calling the shots.
Exactly.
So stay humble.
Yeah.
Remember, it's often a team effort,
Mhm.
not just individual brilliance.
Right. And that ties into what might be the book's most important message.
Okay, hit me with it.
Always love. Always be grateful.
Always be grateful. I love that.
Right. It's acknowledging that success is never solely our own doing.
Oh, I see.
We've had mentors,
Right?
colleagues, family,
Yeah.
even challengers who pushed us.
Yeah, you need that.
So we're part of this web of support.
We are.
And Holiday uses General George Marshall as an example.
Didn't he lead the troops in World War II?
Yeah, he's a leader who put the mission above personal gain,
Yeah.
deflected praise,
Good for him.
and served the greater good.
He embodies humble leadership.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And while it sounds kind of moralizing,
Yeah.
there are practical benefits.
Like what?
Gratitude and love make us better at what we do.
Really? How so?
Well, when we're grateful for the opportunities and the support,
Okay.
we approach work with humility,
Mm-hmm.
generosity,
Right.
wanting to give back.
So it becomes a positive cycle.
Exactly. Success isn't just what we achieve,
Right.
but how we treat others along the way.
I love that.
And the more we achieve,
Yeah.
the more crucial it becomes to cultivate those qualities.
That's a good point. And this brings us to a crucial insight.
Okay, what's that?
The ego is always lurking.
Ugh.
To sabotage us.
It never really goes away.
It doesn't.
So we need to stay vigilant,
Right.
self-aware,
Mm-hmm.
and keep that ego in check,
Always.
no matter how successful we become.
The work is never done.
It's a constant battle.
It is. Yeah, it really is a constant battle.
It is. And speaking of ongoing work,
Yeah.
there's one idea from the book we didn't fully explore,
Okay.
but it's been swirling in my mind ever since.
What is it?
It's about how often we mistake our memories of events
Oh,
for what actually happened,
that's a good one.
right? Like our ego subtly rewrites history
Totally.
to fit the narrative we prefer.
Yeah, we make ourselves look better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we might remember ourselves as more confident, more insightful in a past situation
Right.
than we actually were.
Ouch.
It makes you wonder how much of our personal history is accurate
Yeah.
and how much is like an ego-driven fabrication.
That's a bit of a mind bender.
It is. It really is.
I'm going to have to pay more attention to that.
Me too. I might even dig out some old journals and
Really?
compare my initial impressions of events
Yeah.
to how I remember them now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe I'll even pick up a book on memory in the brain,
Oh, wow.
just to add another layer to this whole ego exploration.
Always the student.
Well, you know what John Boyd would say?
What's that?
To be or to do.
Hmm.
I'm definitely choosing to do the work,
Yeah.
both on myself and in the world.
Love it.
And hopefully our listener will join me on that journey.
I'm in. Let's do this.
All right. On that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Ego is the Enemy.
Great episode.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration.
Of course.
And remember, stay humble, stay hungry, and keep that ego in check.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be writing a book in the past tense
Oh, yeah.
about your own amazing successes.
I like it.
Just remember to actually win the election first.
Ah, wise words. Until next time.